We have the Monster Hunter collab coming back for Arknights, and not just a brand new season, the rerun as well. Let's go! Welcome back, Capcom. No clue the region this time. It's said that it's apparently not exactly Higashi, and instead it's gonna be an unknown land that we get TP'd into. It's the A6 team! They're all in costumes! Road Silent Recon. Xenoger Catapult. Oh, she looks so different! Holy! Orchid Glow Up! Violet Mitsutsume. Orchid. Heavy Shooter. Yo, Heavy Shooter in this day and age? The Rosa and Typhon branch? Ooh, is she gonna be powerful? Thunder in the Azure Dream is the name of it. Recon gets a skin, kind of like the other free unit previously. Oh, I cannot recognize who that was. Vulpes Folia. Huh. Is that Erato? I think that's Erato. Oh, that was Popuka. So it was Popuka, Vulpes, and Erato, I think? Alright, modules. Oh, second module for Kirin Yato. Ooh, timely. Flurry to the Flames rerun right after. Fun login events. Skin for... Oh no, I cannot remember her name. Betoshiki. Path of Life gets record restore. What was the welfare unit for Path of Life? Cannot recall as well. Oh? Oh? Teaser comes with the announcement of positional football. So no icebreaker games is going in. They're going to have a separate exact game mode for positional football. Play it solo, play it with your friend. Yeah, it's exactly in time for the fact that World Cup is coming. So I'm pretty sure it's thematic. Oh my goodness! What did they do to Wolfer Knight? Holy! Insane skin? Yo! Okay, so they don't have the kits announced yet, but we're just gonna take a look at the operators in exact here. So the first operator is a 5-star, and the 5-star is for Catapult. Very interesting. I would say that her design almost looks Yato-like, but you can definitely tell that it's Catapult in person because of the shorter hair. If you've seen Catapult skin, it definitely kind of looks more like her rather than Yato. And very pretty, the horns and the sword that they gave to her. So she's a mercenary. Interesting, because we don't have a 6-star mercenary in the game yet. We only have a 5-star mercenary, and that's Hadia. And now we're seeing it in Catapult. So mercenaries are the people that uses DP in order to enhance their skill after you have activated it. So hopefully it's an interesting kit that you get to play with. And then the other unit that they've shown is the Heavy Shooter, which is kind of a big wow, because we really haven't seen a Heavy Shooter in a very long time. And it's given to Orchid. I love the purple color scheme, and also purple is one of my favorite colors. So you know what? Big glow up. The everything is so purple. Even the bowstring itself is purple, and that's brilliant. Her fingernails are painted purple. Oh, to see that E2. Look at that! Wowee! With the bubbles of a game. Awesome, man. Let's see if we can just see how her skill works. Just from like taking a look at it. So I must say that her design is probably very close to things that happens in Monster Hunter, because apparently she's using a wire barb in order to lift herself off the ground. Like if you take a look at the animation, she's up in the air and she's kind of just staying there as well, and she's not falling back down. So I do wonder if they gave this Heavy Shooter the ability to lift off, which is very much something that is special for the Sky Ranger, but we have Laser Outer that can stay in the air. This might be the next non-Sky Ranger unit that can stay in the air. If that's the case, that's some interesting niche ability that you can use to perhaps block some drones. Cannot confirm if that's really the case, but also that means that she can't be attacked if she's in the air. Hopefully that's what they did, because that makes it very impressive. And it looks like the kind of skill that maybe activates on charges, because she just kind of fired a single shot. I don't see her firing like another triplet again, unless I miss the little animation there. We'll find out. That looks like a skill 2, and I think this is a skill 3. So her skill 3, interestingly, she's not on a range tile. I don't think it's the event mechanic where she can be on the ground. I have a feeling this is something about a kid. Maybe her talent or her skill where she can actually deploy onto the ground tile. And she basically fires a straight line shot, very much like Fartooth. I'm curious to see if this straight line shot that they did, whether it's only in the frontal column of her, or whether it can actually go to the other columns as well, and then maybe just shoot diagonally across from her. It looks like a true AoE type of skill, so that's very fun to be able to take a look. I wonder how high the damage is going to be, because she's a heavy shooter, which means that enemies that have higher weight will be able to take more damage. If people say, does this power creep Fartooth? In the first place, Fartooth is already down in the trenches. Lots of people don't really use her anymore. This is not going to make the situation worse in any case. People are just going to be fascinated that there's another unit that looks really, really cool and easy to use. And I believe this is the boss. So that's Xenogreer. If you play Monster Hunter, you might be able to recognize him. We'll be fighting him in the final stage of the normal stages and also the EX stages as well. Look at that. That is the event art right there. I know now you guys are very curious as to when this event is going to release for global. I'm going to tell you at the end of the video, because there's a very big information, a huge change to the way that gacha pulls will happen during this banner. So in the official hyperglyph page itself, it's written in Chinese. I'm just going to use the Google Translate function so that you guys can kind of read better for yourself. And I'll explain what's happening. So all the rates of the 6 stars and 5 stars is the same. There's only 1 5-star to pull for and 1 6-star. If you all know from the previous collab events, the way that they work is that at 120 pulls, you're guaranteed to get the 6-star, which will reset your 6-star pity. If you come from Enfield, feels very familiar to you. If you've played AK for long, you'll know that this system is exclusive to the collab banners. Then for the 5-star, I don't believe there was a pity system back then, but there's 2 new things they introduced. Okay, so the first one for the 5-star, it states that if you do not get the 5-star in 50 recruitments, the 5-star that you recruit the next time will definitely be the on-banner 5-star. So there is a 5-star pity basically, and that will trigger at 50 times that if you don't get it. If you get it within the 50 times, then that kind of chance is gone. Okay, but the 6-star system that they introduced is genuinely insane. Okay, so the pity chance is still the same, that 50 pulls onwards, there's a higher chance for you to get a 6-star. And then at 120, you will get the guaranteed 6-star, it will reset the 6-star pity percentage. But this is what they did. This 120 can be resetted. So what I mean to say is, let's say you got unlucky and you put to 120 and you got Orchid, right? There's another 120 that you can do again to get another Orchid. If you get Orchid at 40 pulls, the reset counter for the 120 will go back to 120. So like for example, it will say 80 pulls left, right? But you got Orchid, it will go back to 120 pulls left in order for you to get a guaranteed Orchid. So what I mean to say is, they've introduced one of the easiest ways for you to pot 6 a character in this game ever. This didn't happen in Rainbow Six Siege, this didn't happen in like any of the other events or limited banners. This is very exclusive and special to this one. I cannot tell if this is going to happen for the Kirin Yato banner, because it's not written in the news at all. If it is, that would be amazing. I want to be on the low expectation side and say that they're not going to introduce this every 120 means you can get a guaranteed Kirin Yato. If you can though, I can foresee a lot of people wanting to max pot Kirin Yato, because it's again so simple for you to be able to attain it. But yeah, I don't know why they decided to make this change, but crazy. It kind of means that this is gonna be an insanely popular banner for people to be chasing potentials for. Because this just basically means that in the worst case scenario, you take 720 pulls. But there's no way you're gonna take 720, because you can get more Orchids way earlier. And instead, I might even say that most people will win in under 300 pulls to get the max potential. So this might actually entail a bright future for collab banners. Like if they do other mega game companies coming into AK, expect this system to stay the same. And it's delicious, really. So, good job on Hypergrave to introduce something new. So when is this going to happen for Arknights Global, for those of you wondering? This is probably going to happen in December. So in the early December, you're going to get the brand new season of the collab that features Orchid and Catapult. And then in the late December, you're going to see Kirin Yato along with Norcon Ratalos rerunning. There will be 23 pools given during the first season of this event, but for the second season when they do the rerun, there's no free pools given. So this means that if you want to save your pools and you only want to get one copy of the operator, you might want to plan out that you need 240 pools so that you can get the safest guarantee for each of them. Most likely you don't need 240, most likely you need less. But again, it's just creating a safety net for yourself. The good thing for us global players, as you have always heard, is that we have clairvoyance. So you can plan your pools and you can just decide which banners you want to pick, which banners you don't want to pool for. But for the Chinese players, they don't have it easy at all, right? Everything comes straight into them and they have to be frightened and spend money straight away. But even so, look at the lineup of upcoming units, right? Most of you are going to be pooling for Wang and Chen outer in the coming July half anniversary event for Global. Then later on in a few months, in October period, you're gonna see Keltsit and Closure. And then you're gonna get this collab banner in December, followed by our anniversary limited banner in 17 July. So it's back to back of limited banners. Every time when they throw in a collab event, it's a curveball because it totally screws up a lot of people's way of saving and planning for what they pull for. In any case though, I hope that Orchid is going to be a very strong operator because I'm glad that they re-explore on the heavy shooter class. Hopefully she has this fun in the sky, on the range tile and ground mechanic that we can play with, because that's one of the reasons why I really love Ella. I can't wait to see that in another unit. And I hope you guys are excited for this event as well. Get preparing for what's to come for Christmas this season. Okay, see y'all in another video. Take care, bye bye!